lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me for good. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend. Lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get best friend, she's 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.
Hello readers and digital people, and welcome back to GP Reads. I am your host, Grant Reads, and today co-hosting with me again I have Lachlan. With a new microphone. Coming in loud and clear for everyone. Alright, let's see, we got Lily Ardite here today, we've got Cheez-It Loves Gorillas here today, Lachlan, of course, an Archiver of Worlds, and also Riverie. Is it Riverie? Riverie? Riverie?
Liv, let's go.
Liv, yeah, good to see you, Liv. Preparing food at the moment. Interesting. Yeah, I decided to do it early today because for whatever reason, my evenings just get absorbed. So I figured while Lachlan was available, we'd go ahead and do it early. So sounds good, but stay out by time broken. Post service television. Yeah, very true, very true. Alright, I am going to go ahead and turn on the background music because I forgot to do that. I have background music today for ambience. And we are going to be reading Jovian Cove, starting where we left off at entry number 25, Meet Harbor. I feel like I did this one last time, but even if I did, I don't think I did, but if I did, I'm going to do it again because I kind of need a little bit of catch up.
You did it, you're good.
Okay. Alright, and before we get started, I'm going to check the source code because Locke likes to be evil and hide things in the source code. So... I see this images thing, but I think, yeah, it's just that little symbol, so don't see anything in the first one. Okay, we're good. As you can tell, for whatever reason, the congestion is still hung on. It's been like a week and a half since last stream, but I guess I have the 100-day cough that everyone's talking about because it's been, let's see, it's been 6 weeks now since I've had a cough. That's ridiculous.
Dang.
Anyway, we're gonna read without dying. That's my goal today, is to read without dying. So, right, this entry dates back to November 11th of 2023. Oh, before I get started though, anything you want to say, Locke, and then I'm gonna do a very, very quick recap.
You're all cool. Thumbs up. That's all I got.
Very cool. Thumbs up. Like it. All right. Okay, so last time, let's see if I can keep from brain farting here. Last time, they were still trying to fix Locke's arms, or not Locke. Is the character Locke?
Lachlan.
Lachlan. Yes, Lachlan. They were still trying to fix Lachlan's arms. They found a bunch of wires and things, and they started taking them apart, and it kind of and then they put the wire into the wrong part, started short-circuiting, almost caused Lachlan to die, I'm pretty sure. And then Cole came in to fix things, and that's kind of where we left off. Before then, we were discussing the mysteries of the village that had all the ferals or the loons. Is it the loons? Am I saying that right?
Yes,
loons. Yes. Had all the loons It was kind of like their village segregated from everyone else to keep the peace. But for some reason, they all disappeared. But as we know at the beginning of this series, Cole went there. And there was movement. There was movement. It was almost like a ghost situation. There was balls that like fell down the stairs by themselves. You know, your classic ghost story stuff. But there's also a killer in that area. So there's definitely something more going on. My personal beliefs, my personal theory is that somehow all of the loons slipped our dimension slightly. They're still kind of here, kind of not here. That's actually what a lot of people believe that ghosts are. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, but I guess we'll find out as we go. Alright, and without further ado, we will go ahead and get started. Let me clear my throat real quick. A lot better. That you have to admit, that sounds better than last time. Alright, November 11th of 2023. Spider appears wearing the motorbike helmet. Wait. She leans against the stair railing while waiting for the others. Cole appears, wearing his M50 gas mask and gloves, with one of his hands on Lachlan's shoulder that he quickly moves to his pocket. His hand or her shoulder? Lachlan rolls...
I'm just gonna take this thing.
We just take your shoulder. Alright, thank you. Go to the pocket. Lachlan rolls a bit to sit up and use the wall to stand. She huffs. Okay, where is this? She looks around at the lighthouse. Cole sighs. Your world in a lighthouse. Cole starts heading up the stairs. Spider rolls their eyes at Cole. Hey, Locke, this way. She heads towards the lighthouse door. Lachlan follows Spider. Cole vaults the railing at the top and walks over to the door and leans next to it while he waits. Spider opens the door and heads through. She shoots Cole a look despite her helmet hiding it. You just enjoy throwing yourself off, don't you? Lachlan follows. Cole raises an eyebrow at Spider. It's fun. Are you telling me you also don't like vaulting the rails? Spider laughs. Yeah, but I also don't want... She catches herself this time. Lachlan doing it. Lachlan raises an eyebrow at the stutter. Cole shrugs. I also wouldn't want that, but... Anyways. Cole looks over at Lachlan. Do you mind leading the way? Lachlan nervously scoffs. Like I have any idea where we are? This isn't a walking park. There's a walking track by. Spider pauses, tapping a finger against her leg. Near Term's place. It could be that? Cole shrugs. Sure. It's a good place as any. Spider nods and start heading towards Cherrywood. Both Cole and Lachlan follow. They reach Cherrywood with no issues. Lachlan glances at the house as she walks ahead of them. I know where we are now. The sun is starting to set, and it's gotten rather cold out. There's still a few non-ferals roaming the streets as they head to the walking track. Spider grumbles lightly and pulls her jacket closer around herself as they follow. They reach the walking track, and they head down a road. Soon, they find a street called Calvin Drive. It's somewhat of a suburb, with two-story homes lined up the decorated yards. Lachlan stops in front of a house with dry yellow grass and a plastic pink flamingo. She stares ahead at the front door. Cole's eyes turn a slight blue as he walks up to the front door, and then looks back at Spider. Should I knock? Spider is currently too busy staring at the flamingos. I think this is the place that Chester was. Cole sighs and knocks on the door. On knocking on the door, there's a bit of shuffling, and they hear a woman's voice call out, "Coming!" Lachlan nervously stands slightly, behind Cole and Spider. Spider moves their attention to the door. Her ears perk up. Cole folds his hands, and waits. The door opens. Standing in the doorframe is an opossum non-feral with green snake eyes. She wears a short skirt, turtleneck, and old skeleton hoodie that's half tucked into the skirt. Just like me, I always do that by accident. Her striped leggings lead down to combat boots, also sounds like me, and a long tail wrapped in cloth. She smiles at them from behind.
Is that you too?
Is it me?
Do you have a long tail?
Yes.
Wrapped in
I'm just not
cloth?
showing it on camera right now.
Oh, okay.
She smiles at them from behind rose-tinted glasses and fake freckles. She has small tears painted under both eyes. Oh, so she's a crip. One on each side. Why, hello there. How can I help you? Cole offers a hand to shake. I'm Cole, and I was wondering if you knew anything about a pair of robotic prosthetics. Spider stares at the non-feral before clearing her throat. Smooth, Cole. The opossum leans slightly to look at Lachlan. Lachlan leans further behind the others to hide some. Harper sighs and looks back at Cole. I happen to know plenty. She steps aside and gestures for them to enter the house. Come on in. Cole steps inside as he puts his hands in his pockets. Spider takes a deep breath. She feels apprehensive for multiple reasons before heading inside. The living room and kitchen are connected and decorated to be very cozy and traditional. Harper heads over to a small closet while gesturing to the two floral print twin sofas. Have a seat while I get some tools. Spider heads in and sits down while keeping a close eye on Lachlan. Cole doesn't take a seat and instead stands next to the couch. Lachlan walks in and is glancing around as if she's never been here before. She nervously sits on the sofa. Harper talks while bringing out a metal toolbox. So, care to explain anything? Cole slowly looks over at Spider. Spider shoots him a glare. One arm got short-circuited, and both have been unfunctional since someone shocked her. Harper smiles and sets the metal toolbox beside the coffee table. She flips the metal latches up on the box. So, how did you all meet, Lachlan? Spider quickly responds, How did you? Cole sighs. I heard a scream in the woods, and then she started attacking me. She jabbed a knife in my elbow and promptly got shocked with 120 volts when I knocked her out. Then took her to my house to attempt repairs, but nothing was labeled, so it made it impossible. Cole groans when he finishes, and when he finishes talking and looks at the floor. The opossum nods. That does sound like a trip and a half. Though I'm glad you got her here safely. Mostly. The opossum pulls out a screwdriver and grabs Lachlan's arm. Lachlan is pulled forward and seems a lot more nervous. The opossum starts opening the casing. Cole watches them closely. Spider tilts her head. Yeah, though we didn't get your name. The opossum gives a smile to Spider. It's Harper. Harper opens the casing and inspects the burnt device. She uses the end of the screwdriver to pry it open. Cole gives Spider another glare, then resumes watching Harper work. Spider rolls her eyes at Cole. I'm Spider, but you didn't answer how you know Lachlan. Harper takes out a few of the circuit boards with burn marks and opens a compartment in the toolbox. She takes out a few new circuit boards and begins installing them. Harper speaks as she works. Lachlan here is my younger sister. What? Our mother and father are gone, so I have to look after her. How are you a different species? Is it just kind of randomized? I don't know the rules of that.
That'll be explained eventually. Not in these entries, but
Okay.
in the future.
Like, is it blood sibling or like adopted sibling?
We will see.
We will see, okay. Fair enough.
Lord!
Yeah. Spider's ear flicks, and she decides to play along for now. Oh? Cole... that was a weirdo. Oh? No. Oh? Cole continues to watch, hoping for some clues as to what things do. All Harper replaces are the burnt circuits, and putting any wires or tubes back where they belong. It's fairly quick as she closes the arm up and starts sewing the fabric back into place. I hope she hasn't been too much trouble. Nah, not much at all. Just had to replace a servo, Cole mutters as he waves his hand dismissively. Spider nods. She's been fine. So, which one of you's adopted? There we go. Harper replies, Good, good. And we are both adopted. Long story. I could have just waited 3 seconds. Long story, but I'm sure Lachlan here is a bit too tired to stick around for any of it. Harper looks at Lachlan. How about you head downstairs while we chat for a bit? Lachlan glances over at Spider and Cole in a bit of a worry. Spider's tone becomes much colder. She's fine here. Cole folds his arms. I agree with Spider. Harper smiles at both of them. She's had a long day. I'd imagine she needs some rest. Lachlan looks to be getting more uncomfortable as Harper keeps one hand on Lachlan's arm. Spider growls and goes to pull Harper's hand off of Lachlan. She doesn't look tired to me. Harper's hand lets go as Lachlan quickly pulls her own, now moving arm towards herself. Harper looks to Spider as she puts her hand down. She needs her rest. She's been out of range for her arms to work for days, or even weeks. There's no telling what all she had to there's no telling what all she had to do practically armless. Cole notes what Harper said. I think she'll be fine. I think we'll be leaving soon. Cole starts to move in front of Lachlan. Lachlan keeps her own arms close to herself and starts breathing a bit faster. Harper stands up and cocks her head to the side while looking up at Cole. You mean you and Spider here? Cole's tone starts to sound sharper. We includes Lachlan. Spider turns to head towards Lachlan while speaking quietly. Go on, we'll catch up. Lachlan hesitates before scrambling off the sofa into the door. She fumbles a bit at the door, trying to figure out how it works. Harper narrows her eyes at Cole. A faint rattling, muffled by clothings, come from her tail. Harper gives a long, crooked smile. You sure you can't stay for a quick bite? Yeah, you're gonna bite them. Sus. We sure are. Cole's turn is turned sharp. So sharp as possible, and making sure Harper isn't going to draw a weapon. Spider gets to their feet and gives a low growl. Lachlan goes to pull the door open, but it catches. A device attached to the top of the door frame flashes red as Lachlan steps back from the door. Harper's hands stay in sight. She doesn't appear to have anything on her. Harper sighs. It's for the greater good. Greater good? You sound like a freaking villain right now. Cole groans as his eyes flicker to pink, back to hazel as he backs up towards the door, continuing to eye Harper. Spider grumbles. Maybe try explaining why rather than kidnapping her? Harper snarls as she snaps to glare at Spider. I'm not kidnapping anyone. This is our home, and you're trying to take her from it. Lachlan is breathing a bit heavier. Spider snarls back. Pull the other one. She had no idea who you were. Cole reaches up to the device attached to the doorframe and snaps it off the doorframe with a good tug, while keeping his eyes on Harper. Harper growls. She has some issues with a bunch of strangers who won't be able to understand or care for her properly. She turns her attention to Cole as she hears the device be broken off. She lunges at Cole, aiming to bite off his arm with razor-sharp teeth. Spider watches carefully, one hand going to her knife sheath just in case. Cole aims a quick punch at her face as he tries to slam the door open. Get back! Harper is punched in the face before getting a bite in. There's a small splash of venom that drips on the floor from her teeth. She stumbles back some from the head. The doorframe is broken as it swings open. Lachlan instantly rushes out the door. Cole throws the device at Harper's face as he starts rushing out the door. Spider bolts out after him. Harper shakes her head after being hit in the face as she huffs. She stomps towards the open door. I try to protect my family, and all I get in return... Lachlan slams the door in her face as she begins sprinting down the road. Spider and Cole follow after Lachlan. As they get further away, Spider and Cole slow to a jog. Spider is silent as she processes what happened. Cole exclaims, What was that? Lachlan is still running towards the walking track and is far ahead of them. Spider sounds confused. I don't know, she was weird from the start though. Lachlan reaches the walking track first and slows to a stop by one of the trees. She puts her hand on her knees while catching her breath. Spider and Cole make their way up to Lachlan. Spider asks Lachlan, You alright? Lachlan scoffs with a slight eye roll. She sounds very out of breath. No. Cole stops next to Lachlan, and he puts his head on a swivel. She's freaking crazy. Spider jokes, It must run in the family. Lachlan stands upright and holds her arms in front of herself, flipping them over a few times as she examines them. Good news, I'm no longer useless. She smirks slightly at seeing her arms moving again. Her breathing is slowly calming down. Spider looks over at Lachlan's arms. How long have they been working? Lachlan shrugs and puts her arms down. After she got done fixing them? Spider nods. At least one thing got fixed. Cole groans as he sighs. There's a geofence on her arms. Spider grumbles. Of course there is. Lachlan fidgets. A geocache? She isn't sure where to put her arms. Cole shakes his head. No, it's an invisible fence that once you cross it, it sends an alert and disables something. Spider speaks. So we either go back in, or screw the arms again, right? Lachlan settles, pulling her arms into a slight shiver. She only wears the old shirt and shorts she met them in. Well, there was a tracker inside the arms, and I'm guessing correctly we only need the tracker to stay in the geofence. Cole's jacket rips a couple of metal strips fly out and combine together to make a screwdriver. So in theory, I remove the tracker and leave it here, and your arms keep working. Lachlan is only half listening now, as she shivers more. Thank God, Spider sighs. I wasn't looking forward to either of those options. Cole unsheaths his knife and starts slowly and carefully cutting the fabric on the arm that has the tracker. Then Cole unscrews the panel and looks for the tracker. He pulls the tracker out and tosses it to the grass. The delicate tracker is tossed into the grass of a walking track that is kept clean with dangerous lawnmowers and often trampled with heavy feet. Spider sarcastically mutters and goes to pick the tracker up. Yeah, that's not gonna get damaged. Cole rolls his eyes. Okay, well, do you have a better spot? Cole starts screwing the panel back on. Spider grumbles lightly and scans the area for any bushes or tree hollows. There's plenty of spots along the branches. Trash bins, light posts, and signs. Lachlan's shoulders are folding in slightly as she tries to keep warm. Cole puts the fabric in his pocket and looks over at Lachlan. Maybe we should get you a jacket or something. Lachlan tilts her head. Her tone seems to be relaxing more. What's a jacket for? Can't keep my arms fixed? Cole sighs. It's something to keep you warm. It has nothing to do with the function of your arms. Winter twitched as Spider heads into the bushes to bury the tracker. The tracker is buried. Lachlan glances around at the track and sees an unfurled wolf casually walking alone in the distance. He wears a green bomber-style jacket. Lachlan points at him and looks back at the both of them. So, one like that? Cole looks over at them. Yeah, I guess. Cole looks back at Lachlan. Spider heads back over to Cole and Lachlan. She wipes one hand on her jeans and glances over at Wolf. If you must. Lachlan looks between both of them before shrugging and casually heading in the direction of the stranger. Her voice is a lot less monotone and more sassy as she mutters, Finders keepers. Cole thinks for a couple of seconds, looks at Spider, then at the wolf. It's free. Cole breaks into a sprint towards the wolf. Spider groans, starting to walk after them. Cole tackles the wolf as Lachlan trots over to them. The wolf yelps and tries to yell, Phone! Call 911! Lachlan quickly grabs his muzzle to hold it shut. Cole plunges his hand into the wolf's chest and fishes around for their soul. What the heck? Really, Cole? You're just taking the jacket. Why are you stealing his soul?
It's free. Shrug.
What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Cole plunges his hand into the wolf's chest and fishes around for their soul. Spider leans against a lamppost and watches. Okay, Spider, just let it happen. She shoves her hands into her pockets. Cole finds his soul. The wolf is squirming as he tries to kick at Cole, and Lachlan keeps his head down. Oh my gosh. Cole yanks the wolf's soul out and chuckles slightly maniacally. Free jacket! You just killed him. The wolf goes limp, and Cole holds what seems like a normal and simple soul. However, it seems to be on fire, yet gives off no heat. What the heck? Spider chuckles lightly. You're incorrigible, the lot of you. She flinches slightly at the sight of the soul. Cole takes a large bite out of the soul as he stands up. Lachlan lets go of the dead wolf's face. Corgus? Spider's head tilts. Sorry? Cole starts devouring the soul quickly, as it tastes yummy. Oh gosh darn it. Why is he doing that? Lachlan starts rolling the body out into its back. He just murdered someone stealing their jacket, eating their soul. This is Cole. I'm sorry, but Cole, you were still evil. Anyway, Lachlan starts rolling the body onto its back to take the jacket off. Spider comments towards Lachlan. You know you could have just bought one. I know, right? Cole finishes eating the soul. I don't have any non-feral money, so Cole dusts his hands off. Lachlan gets up. What are you dusting off? You dusting off, like, soul matter? What the heck? Lachlan gets up and puts the green jacket on. I know, right? It has some patches, one with a red rabbit and mortar and pestle. On the other side is a blue sun and the text VIXX. She dusts it off and takes out the wallet from her pocket. Oh, I have some. She takes the cash out and hands it to Cole. Wow. Wow. You could have done that earlier.
Now we can buy a jacket.
You could have just robbed them even. Okay, Cole takes the cash out and into jacket. Thank you. Spider scoffs. And where's mine? Oh my gosh. Cole looks over at Spider. Did you beat up a random unsuspecting person and eat the soul? He pauses. You know, now that I say it out loud, yeah. Cole looks toward the ground as he thinks. Lachlan digs in the wallet again and hands Spider the rest, including credit cards and an ID. Great. Now you're gonna commit identity fraud. Spider looks over the cards. It's a good job. He was a wolf. The ID for the wolf. Oh yeah, it's true. The ID for the wolf says his name was Creek. You just killed Creek? Is this the Creek I know of?
Different creek.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
what creek you know of.
Okay. Cole looks over at Spider. So, you want to hide the body? Spider shrugs, shoves the ID into her pocket. Not particularly. Lachlan sounds confused. Why do you need to hide it? He's still clothed. We gotta make him naked first and then we can bury him. Spider explains, because killing people is usually frowned upon, Lachlan. Cole sighs. I'll do it, I guess. Cole picks the body up and slings it over his shoulder. Lachlan is no longer shivering and is more relaxed. You're more relaxed now? That you just witnessed murder? Oh, the relaxing essence of murder. She has a genuinely sassy, yet laid-back demeanor about her. That does explain all the screaming and running those guys at the campfire did the other week. At least I know it wasn't my hair. Spider raises an eyebrow. And why were you at a campsite? Cole cracks his neck. Alright, so... we should head home before someone sees me with a dead guy on my shoulder. Spider briefly glances at Cole. Just make sure you ditch it before Luna sees you. Lachlan nods as she pushes her sleeves apart, way up her arm. Cole playfully rolls her eyes. I could let Luna see that I have a dead guy on my shoulder. Can you handle teleporting, Lachlan? Spider moves towards Lachlan. Yeah. She places hand on Lachlan's shoulder. Lachlan flinches slightly, but says nothing. Each of them disappear, along with the corpse. Just nonchalantly. At some point in the night, they all reappear in the living room of Luna and Cole's house. Cole has the random dead wolf non-feral on his shoulder and instantly mutters as he realizes he's teleported into the living room rather than the front yard. Oh, I missed. Lachlan gazes at the room from the sudden change in her surroundings. Spider heads over to their usual armchair. They flop into it with a yawn and pull their helmet off. Luna and Hinata were asleep on the sofa, but instantly woke up when they all appeared. Luna looks over to see a dead non-feral slung over Cole's shoulder. Hinata shakes her head while clutching it a bit. Man, oh man, this is nostalgic. Nice to see we still have we still attract utter chaos. Cole slowly looks over at Luna. I can explain. Luna smiles. Okay, I'm listening. What the heck happened out there? Hinata goes through her purse for a moment before putting something on her. What did she just put on her lap? Cole smiles slightly as he explains. So we got Lachlan's arms repaired, and then she got cold, so I tackled someone and ate their soul, and Lachlan stole the jacket. The first part Luna listens to attentively. This goes on until the soul eating, which turns her smile into a slight frown. She turns her head slowly to Cole. Wait. Hang on. What? Cole starts swiftly walking toward the backyard. Moving on. Lachlan goes to sit on the floor with a sly smile. It's okay. The jacket's still warm. Oh my gosh. How is that your It's okay. It's still warm. It doesn't matter. He's dead. Luna goes to say something to Cole, but she stops herself dead in her tracks, then shifts her attention to Lachlan. I can't argue against that. Lachlan, want chicken nuggets? That's how you ease the situation. Want chicken nuggets? Spider pulls a face. Lachlan nods. That sounds mighty fine. She's back to her country self. That sounds mighty fine. Luna blinks. Yeah. Luna blinks, feeling something heavy. Wait. Feeling something's heavily off about this. She heads to the kitchen.
And I just fixed where it says put something on her lap. That was supposed to be put something on her laptop.
Laptop, okay.
Fixed it.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, that was complete and utter chaos. Alright, checking the source code. I'm going to read the comments real quick and then we'll move on. That's a really short one. 26 is like, baby. Right. No source code. Sorry if I'm kind of stumbly today. I keep almost coughing. What'd you say about Reese Rapture?
Thank you, Liv.
Oh, scoping landscape. Yeah, you made it. Yeah, free souls are awesome. And King of Birds. Glad you made it. Creek is one of Reese Rapture's players. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, wait a minute. I know a creek exists. Did you just eat this creek?
No, we did not.
Gotcha. Just mindlessly, unceremoniously just kill off like a main character and eat their soul and then just move on.
Just casually give every side character that just perishes,
Yes.
just instantly give them the name of people we know with no context. Be like, oh no, it's not supposed to be them.
No, it's not the Liv we know. No.
That
no.
was me! No, it wasn't. I don't know what you're talking about. They only had the same full name.
It's kind of odd this one's called Parents, and it's still at Luna and Cole's house. Like, it makes me think that everyone kind of treats Luna and Cole as the parents.
Kinda are, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I can see it. Let's see if I can keep from almost coughing this time. That was a struggle last time. My voice is kind of warmed up now. I just hadn't talked today until now. I usually just sit and quiet and edit and stuff. Or work on work stuff. So now my voice is warmed up. Let's see if I can get through this one without stammering, because that happens when I'm almost coughing. November 12th of 2023. Still in Luna and Cole's house, Lachlan scrambles into the kitchen and sits at the table. Luna has put some chicken nuggets on a plate for her. Lachlan doesn't start eating yet, as she watches Luna. Is it the dino nuggies again?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Luna smiles at Lachlan. Oh, right. The food's all yours, and you can sit there. Lachlan quickly begins eating. Luna sets a cup of water near the plate as well. Luna asks, is it good? Lachlan nods while eating. You never give Lachlan any sauces. That's what drives me nuts.
Just pure chicken nugget.
Yeah, just straight nugs. Luna sits at the table. That's good. Glad to hear it. Though I don't get what's happening. Or what's happened. You went to someone to get your arm fixed, which I'm happy that works for you again, but then she trails off, not believing it. Lachlan shrugs. I was cold, so we killed a guy. As you do. Luna tilts her head. And you didn't know this guy before. Cole ate his soul apparently, which I don't understand. Lachlan asks, what's a soul? Luna snaps her fingers as the laptop appears from thin air on the kitchen table. Scrolling through her notes a bit, she responds, a soul is a small orb of light that's hidden in all of us. It's our very life force. Some people, like Cole, can see them. Otherwise, they're invisible. It's basically the sparks from Transformers. Lachlan asks, why can you see them? Luna continues to scroll down her notes. It's a really long story that I barely understand myself, but basically, Cole has some innate abilities that lets him see and work with souls. Being Death's son has its perks sometimes. Lachlan squints at Luna. Her curiosity seems a bit more genuine this time. Death is a person? Luna replies, have you ever heard of the Grim Reaper before? His other name is Death. Lachlan raises an eyebrow at her and resumes eating the food. Cole walks in with a sigh. I'm not even going to ask how we got on the topic of my father. What are you confused about? Lachlan states, all of it? Luna abruptly comments, can you blame her? I barely understand souls myself despite having a dead girlfriend and an AI made of souls in my mind. Lachlan blinks at the sudden information, not processing a word of it. What? Cole sighs, not really. He leans against the counter. Imagine that your soul is a light bulb that is constantly on. Oh, there's an ad, wait a second. No. Sorry. I'm not gonna allow that ad. I'm just gonna read the rest of it without it.
Advertisements.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna ask how we got on the topic of my father. What are you confused about? Lachlan states, all of it. Luna abruptly comments, can you blame her? I barely understand souls myself despite having my dead girlfriend and an AI made of souls in my mind. Lachlan blinks at the sudden information, not processing a word of it. What? Cole sighs, not really. Leans against the counter. Imagine that your soul is a light bulb that is constantly on. Now I can see the light bulb because I handle these light bulbs all the time. Lachlan ignores the metaphor. Okay, but why do you handle souls? Cole continues to explain. That requires some minor explanation. When someone dies, the light bulb is still on. So someone needs to go to that person and unscrew the light bulb and take it somewhere else to be stored. And that used to be my job. Luna sighs. And now Cole eats light bulbs. Lachlan grumbles at being underestimated. You do know I don't need some boring light bulb analogy, right? I'm 22. I'm not a child. Luna looks shocked. You're... what? What? She starts typing something into her notes on her laptop. Cole shrugs. That age sounds about right, honestly. I was using a light bulb because it's easier for people to understand than a glowing orb that's somewhere in their chest. Lachlan asks, and what about your father? What is that? Cole blinks. Wait, you don't know what a father is? Luna instantly explains. A father is a male parental figure that raises you from birth until you're an adult. Lachlan squints in the thought. Like, picks you up? Luna tries again. Do you know what a mom is? The father is the same, but male. Lachlan's head tilts slightly, with genuine confusion. What's a mom? Do they eat souls too? Depends on the mom. Luna starts to look confused as well. A mother is the woman who birthed a child, who then teaches them what they need to become an adult. I'm surprised that at 22 I'm having to teach you that. They have souls. Cole adds, everyone has souls. Luna mutters, some more than one. Lachlan thinks for a moment. Are people supposed to remember who taught them to be an adult? And is that all they do? Cole raises an eyebrow. Yes? Luna tilts her head. Usually, yeah. Lachlan looks up while scratching through memories. Are they invisible? Luna finally asks, No, Lachlan? Do you not have a mother? Cole looks concerned. Lachlan looks at both of their expressions, judging how big of a reaction she would get from her answer. Yeah, sure, I have one. Luna squints in thought. It's okay if you don't. I don't have one either. She shrugs. Lachlan playfully pats on the floor. Wait. Lachlan playfully swats at the air. I don't know. I totally have a mom. I'm just messing with you guys. An eyebrow raises. It's clear Luna doesn't buy it for a second. If you say so, Lachlan. But there's no shame in saying you don't have one. You can still learn everything you need for adulthood in other ways. Her tone is rather firm and decisive. Cole shrugs. Never really had a mom. Not a big deal to me. So is that all the questions about my father? Lachlan's eyes light up as she tries to... There's a semicolon there. As she tries to fold him again, but more convincingly. Oh wait, yeah, I have a mom. I forgot. Luna's ears perk up. That's great to hear. She gives a bright smile. Cole starts to space out entirely. Luna gets up and grabs her laptop. Anyway, glad you had that revelation. I'm going to head back with Hinata for a bit. Luna walks out of the kitchen. Lachlan looks over at Cole for a bit. Cole's completely zoned out while staring forward, completely unaware of anything in the room. Lachlan looks down at the table in thought. She stares at the back door near her. Lachlan casually gets up and slips outside the door. Is she gonna wander off and get lost? Because I feel like she's the type to do that. Well, they just let her escape and get hurt. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, mask slips. Let's see if there's anything in the source code of this one. It's gonna be green text. Nothing. Should be able to unmute this now. Alright, this one is... Let me read the comments real quick. Oh, Fluxcat, good to see you, man. Didn't see you earlier. 7 to 11. I feel you, though. It was one of those days. I slept until like 9:30, which is late for me. Alright. This one is November 13th of 2023. It's not even Thanksgiving yet in the world right now, where I'm reading. I don't think it's actually archived up to Thanksgiving yet. It's to the 20th.
It's not.
I'm curious what happens on their Thanksgiving. I feel like they're gonna eat, like, a person or something.
Oh, something. Well, there was a big event for Thanksgiving.
Oh, nice. I'm excited. Alright, did I check the source code on this one? Yeah, I did. Okay. The mask slips. November 13th of 2023. Someone fumbles with the front door from outside, but it's locked. Luna grumbles as she gets up. Oh, my head. Hang on, I'm coming. She opens the door. Lachlan steps in. Her hair looks a bit more messed up, and she seems exhausted. What kind of adventure did she just go on that we missed? Anyway. I killed 75 people. Anyway. They were warm, though, so it didn't matter. Yeah, she just has a whole bundle of jackets.
There's too many fun.
A few grass blades are still stuck in her fur. Luna tilts her head. Hello, Lachlan? Didn't even know you left. What happened? Lachlan explains while walking in. I felt a bit awkward about the conversation last night, so I thought about running away. I thought it would calm things down, but, people don't take as kindly to, quote, animal freaks around here? Luna closes the door and heads back to the couch. Tell me about it. A lot of the folks out here stare at me whenever I head into town. Turns out having cat ears and a tail makes them think I'm wearing a costume or whatever a weeaboo is. Oh my gosh, I call her a weeaboo. Spider shifts a bit in her sleep, mumbling something. She rests in the same armchair as usual. So I'm stuck here. Lachlan grumbles as she puts her hands in her pockets. I still feel wrong. Luna shrugs. Welcome to the club, Lachlan. We have a British werewolf, a 295-year-old cyborg, a dog girl bard, a cat girl witch, and now a really nice looking fox. Wait, not looking. A really, really nice fox. That's you, she smiles. None of us are exactly normal, but we continue to exist. Lachlan squints at Luna. I rode your horses on that nice comment there, buckaroo. Luna turns her head and raises an eyebrow. You're not a nice person? So far you've been okay. Lachlan rolls her eyes. To be fair, so far all I've done is be in a state of environmental and physical shock. You don't exactly get a great picture of someone during a crisis. Luna sighs. Right. My bad, Lachlan. You're right. I've barely gotten to know you. Lachlan nods and goes to idly look at the side of the room. After a while, she begins to walk. I'm gonna get something to eat. Lachlan heads to the kitchen. The kitchen's just as it was before, including Cole leaning on the counter. This time, however, Cole's asleep while he's upright. Lachlan walks through to the fridge with her hands still in her pockets. She casually walks over Cole's feet without a second thought. Cole jolts awake and groans as he mutters, "Feet." Lachlan opens the fridge and starts digging around. She speaks up over the huffing. Sorry, I'm about to move down. It's halfway off my thing. Lachlan opens the fridge and starts digging around. She speaks up over the shuffling. Walk it off. Cole narrows his eyes at Lachlan. Uh-huh. Lachlan gets out various ingredients and tosses them onto the counter. She grumbles some to herself. Really? No turkey? You gotta be kidding me. Why do you want turkey? Cole looks confused. Turkey food thing, you know? She tosses a few more ingredients on the counter. All the items suggest she's making a familiar food. Cole notices and stares at Lachlan. Are you trying to make a sandwich? Is a sandwich like a chicken nugget? She closes the fridge and gets out the loaf of bread. I mean, kind of. It's like breaded meat, so kind of. Just not fried or baked. Are you making a sandwich? Wait, you are making a sandwich. You have to know what a sandwich is, Cole groans. No, I just feel like these things would taste really good together. Maybe it's just a natural. She smiles while getting out 2 slices of bread. Are you trolling us? I highly doubt you just think these things would taste good together. Cole folds his arms. You're just mad I have good taste and you're just a cyborg. She starts making a sandwich. I think you understand what things are and you're just pulling our leg. Lachlan lowers her volume a smidge. Okay, so maybe I had a little fun back there, because I didn't think I'd be around you guys for long, but there's still some things I don't actually know. She puts the ingredients away and leans on the counter with the sandwich in hand. So you do actually understand a majority of things. Cole sighs as he shakes his head. She winces and nods her head to the side. I wouldn't go as far as saying majority. I do pick up a thing or two quickly, though. Cole sighs and mutters quietly. Some things never change, do they? She tilts her head some, and smile lowers slightly. What do you mean? Cole shakes his head as he speaks up. Nothing. Lachlan snickers some. Like I said, I had picked up a few things quickly, and I've already picked up that you don't say things unless you mean it. Cole stares at Lachlan. You like reading people like a book, don't you? She shrugs. I don't know, man. I can't read. Cole glares at Lachlan as he repeats, Are you pulling my leg? Does it look like I am? She gestures to his legs before eating some more of her sandwich. It's a figure of speech. It means like lying to me, or trying to mislead me. Cole sighs. She raises both eyebrows. And call me an ankle biter, cause I got that leg. After speaking, she realizes how weird it sounded and makes a confused face. Never say that again, Cole groans as she face palms. So, that is a very unique statement, let's put it that way. Right. Anyways, since we're going to be here a lot longer than I expected, she holds out her free hand to shake. Might as well give a proper introduction. I'm Lachlan Charlie Wynn. Cole hesitates, shakes her hand. Cole Ernish? Cole Ernish Jennison. She sniffs. Had to mute for a second while I cough. Okay. She stifles a snicker while quickly pulling her hand away after a moment. Ernesh? Really? Yeah, get all the laughing out. Cole sighs as he folds his arms. She lets the snicker out between bites of the sandwich. Son of Death himself, and Death decided the scariest middle name is Ernish. You sure? It's kind of funny. You sure wasn't the Destroyer or something edgy like that? My name isn't supposed to be scary, Cole sighs. The scary part of me is supposed to be my powers. Ernesh! Use Death Snare! Lachlan snickers more, hiding her face some with a sandwich. Oh my gosh. Smoke, black smoke pours out of Cole's hands as a small wisp forms into a massive dragon skull that stares down at Lachlan while being inches from her face. Lachlan's eyes widen, and her fur stands. She speaks quickly. I take that back. Ernie is a very scary name. She then scrambles to the living room. Cole chuckles as the smoke dissipates. Didn't even say it right, but alright. Lachlan scrambles into the living room and into the farthest wall from the kitchen. Luna watches from the sofa as she asks, Oh hey, welcome back, Lachlan. What happened? Lachlan... I think it's supposed to say folds her arms. Lachlan folds her arms with a grumble.
My bad.
Cole didn't like that I was making something to eat, and spooked me off with a demon thingy. Luna shakes her head. Really? Well, that's awful. You didn't do anything to cause a smoke demon? Lachlan barely whispers. Depends what you consider edgy. Luna takes a few moments to think that over. How about the manifestation of an old enemy of mine trying to kill me? That's pretty edgy. Lachlan huffs. Okay, so yeah, you could hear me whisper. You already listened in on all that was said in the kitchen. Did you already know his middle name is flippin' Ernish? Luna nods. Indeed it is, Lachlan. Not exactly one that strikes fear into people, unless they actually look it up. Then it makes sense. Lachlan adds, Still sounds like the name of an old man. It does. Luna still has her laptop out as she speaks. I mean, he is an old man, to be fair. Nearly 300 years. If my notes are correct. Luna checks the screen for a moment before responding. Yes, 294, as of Saturday. Lachlan sounds confused. How the heck is he still alive? They can faintly hear Cole chuckling from the kitchen. Luna smiles. Being a cyborg certainly helps. Plus he's the son of death. Makes sense he has some casual immortality. Figures. Lachlan's ears flicks as she glances towards the kitchen. She raises her voice. I can hear you laughing. It's not funny. Luna's ears immediately flatten as she groans. Ow! Loud? Lachlan looks over at Luna. I barely raised my voice. Cole strolls in, with a grin on his face. It's kind of funny, you gotta be honest. Luna grumbles. My ears are sensitive. Sorry, and yeah, it's pretty funny. Lachlan folds her arms and walks away. It's not funny. You scared me. Cole chuckles as he waves his hands dismissively. Come on, it was just a little smoke. Luna comments, I mean, yeah, it is just some kind of smoke, but at the same time, I understand where Lachlan's coming from. That's scary to see for your first exposure to abilities and magic. Lachlan huffs. Well, I didn't know it was just smoke. What's smoke? Cole stares at Lachlan. I highly doubt you don't know what smoke is. Luna continues. And if you actually don't, it's the residue that comes from burning stuff, like cigarettes, wood, or light bulbs sometimes. Lachlan gives Cole a wide smile. At least someone's nice enough to give me an answer. Luna smiles at Cole. There's just a smidge of smugness in it. Grumbles heard from Spider, who starts to stir in her sleep. Soon enough, they slowly sit up and stretch. Cole rolls his eyes at Lachlan. Right. Cole looks over at Spider. Well, look who's awake after being an accessory to murder. Spider yawns. Says the guy that killed the lad. They run a hand over their face, then sink back down to the armchair. Luna mutters, I'm still totally in the dark about what happened. Dadders hasn't updated yet. Like, how did Lachlan being cold lead to all killing a dude? Did she want his jacket or something? I assume so. Lachlan shrugs. It's a good jacket. That's fine. And I was curious how easy it would be to lead you all into committing a crime. What the frick? What, Lachlan? Excuse me? Cole
The
shrugs.
reason the title of this entry is the mask slips.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Cole shrugs as well. It's pretty easy. I was kind of hungry. Wow, Cole. Luna mumbles under her breath. Luckily, I wasn't there. She clears her throat before returning to the notes on her laptop. Okay, let me see here. I will say the jacket is really cool, Lachlan. Do we know who the person was? Cole? Other than just some non-feral wolf, I mean? Luna then picks up her beverage from the side table to take a sip. Cole shakes his head. No idea, you just had a jacket that Lachlan wanted. Lachlan nods again, as she casually asks out of nowhere. Cool. So Cole, why do you like that Icarus guy? Luna goes over... How did you know about... Oh, yeah. I thought for a second that, like, Cole had a crush, but he means just, like, likes in general. Luna does an over-exaggerated spit take on the sudden question. Excuse me? She sets laptop down and brusquely leaves the room. Spider's ear twitches at Lachlan's words, though she's staying quiet for now. Cole slowly looks over at Lachlan. I just like him as a friend, and nothing more. He picked up the same way I did. Lachlan leans on the wall. You seemed a lot more embarrassed than just liking someone as a friend. Cole rolls his eyes. Right, I'm telling you, he's just a friend. Spider comments. Is he, though? Like you have much room to talk. Lachlan looks over at Spider with a smug smile. I saw how you were looking at Harper. Spider tenses up, as if expecting Lachlan to say a different name. As Harper is mentioned, she sighs. That's different, and she's too much even for me. Lachlan scoffs. Oh yeah? And what about instantly trying to figure out where she lives the moment Chester was in the house with him? Spider shoots her a disbelieving look. You're aware that they kidnapped him, yeah? Cole snickers quietly as he folds his arms. Lachlan nods. I know, but you also kept going on about the address after he was already out. Spider doesn't respond, instead turning themselves away from Lachlan. Her ears briefly flatten. Lachlan rolls her eyes, while shifting her attention towards Cole again. Anyways, back onto the topic, because I hate for a topic to be changed when there's still plenty to be poked around to do. Lachlan grins. So, weren't you gay for any other guys? Why him in particular? Cole stops snickering and groans. I'm not gay for him. He's just a friend. Lachlan folds her arms. Oh yeah? Why didn't you act like that to the elk guy? Because he wasn't my friend? Cole raises an eyebrow. Lachlan's mischievous grin only widens. And why is Icarus more of a friend if you knew him the same amount of time you knew the elk guy? The elk was even nicer to you than he was at first. Cole stares at Lachlan. Maybe because I like my friends to be somewhat mean to me? Have you ever considered that? Lachlan raises an eyebrow at him as his smile drops. What? Cole shrugs. Lachlan continues. You got salty at me for making fun of your name and proceed to scare me. You don't like being made fun of. This isn't proving your point. Icarus said his friend call him Isaac. Okay, well, I just met him, so... Cole pulls his hands on his hips. And you also bought him a house? Spider comments. She's got you there. Cole shoots Spider a look. Okay, well, his house wasn't exactly good, so he kinda needed it. Lachlan puts a hand on her chin and nods. Mm-hmm. Sure. She looks up in thought, as a sly grin returns. Riddle me this, corn knocker. Where's my house, huh? You don't need a house? Cole looks confused. Lachlan raises an eyebrow. I'm homeless, am I not? Cole answers, as he sighs heavily. No, you're not. You are living in this house. You aren't homeless. Luna and Hinata walk in and sit on the couch together. Luna speaks up first. Lachlan, you're allowed to live with us. Cole and I are apparently the owners of this house. Lachlan nods. Okay, new question. Then why are you letting me live here? Spider looks at Lachlan. Do you want to go back to Harper's? Cole mutters. That's a complicated question for me to answer. Hinata asks, I mean, where else would you go? You want to live with Terminal? Luna mumbles. Not to mention, you saw how people are in town. They're not exactly accustomed to magical bipedal animals running around. At least with us, you have something in common. Lachlan scoffs. Some of her accent shows through. I'm a lot of things, but magical ain't one of them. Luna shrugs. To us, sure, but to the rest of the normies out in town, you may as well be an alien. Cole seems to frown slightly when Luna says alien, but resumes somewhat smiling afterwards. Hinata giggles. Gods, it's like this house is a club for strange people. The immortal cyborg, the magical cat girl, the literal werewolf, and the bipedal fox. Oh, and whatever the hell I am. Spider grumbles at Hinata. Spider is quiet for a minute. I don't think I am. Not yet, at least. Lachlan asks, so, why me and no other non-feral? Luna shrugs and notices Cole's expression change. I'd be okay with other non-ferals living here, and you know what I mean, Cole. I didn't mean like that. I'm just comparing us to the regular people living in the city. Cole sighs. It's fine. Not your fault. Lachlan folds his arms, again with a huff. None of this sets right, and I know it. Hinata asks a bit nervously, I don't understand. Are you getting a bad feeling from all this? Luna adds, I mean, it's nostalgic in the worst way possible at the very least. Cole lies. It's probably just because you're in a new place. Lachlan tilts her head. And why would a new place do that to someone? It's just another location. Cole explains, just because your brain doesn't recognize your surroundings, it makes you feel slightly strange or on edge. Eventually, your brain will recognize your surroundings, and you'll stop feeling strange or on edge. Luna grumbles about something under her breath and types something into her laptop. She then shakes her head and puts the laptop away. Lachlan gazes at the floor while processing. Oh, does it also cause the inner monologue about covering your face all the time? Cole continues to run with a lie. Yep. Hinata asks in confusion. The what? Inner monologue? About covering your face? What the hell does that mean? Lachlan explains. Like, I can hear myself telling myself to get my face obscured, like, constantly. It's annoying. By the way, where did the mask go? Cole closes his right eye. No idea. Probably got lost in the woods. Cole shifts how he's standing. A small part of Lachlan's mask peeks out from the opening of his jacket by mistake.
Oh, I don't know where it is. It shows.
Oh, no, it's not my pocket. Cole, really? Oh, he's so clumsy. Alright, I'm about to meet cough again. Okay. Lachlan's eyes glance up and locks onto the mask the instant it's in sight. In a split second, she dashes at Cole. Oh, great, another fight. Cole's right eye snaps open with a bright purple glow, as his other eye starts glowing purple a second later, but it doesn't react in time to do anything about the dash. Lachlan puts a hand out to snatch the mask and pulls it towards herself. Luna watches, unsure what to do. Cole notices her grabbing the mask and aims a deterred shot at her throat with his hand. Lachlan stumbles some as her free hand goes to her throat. She starts coughing. Whatever. Luna puts her laptop down and grabs the mask from Lachlan while she coughs. Yoink! Cole sighs as he shakes his head. I really didn't want to chop her in the throat. Probably best that you take it. The purple glow in Cole's eyes dim. Lachlan puts both hands on her own throat as she drops to her knees, still coughing and gasping for air. With the mask in Luna's hands, she puts it into a simple messenger bag with a space-themed logo. There we go. That should be secure. Lachlan continues coughing. Just killed her over here. Cole sighs. She'll be fine. I didn't do it hard enough to destroy her windpipe or anything. Luna nods and returns to the couch. To destroy her windpipe, she may have bruising and be able to,
fine.
have trouble breathing for the rest of her life, but she's not dead.
It'll be
so.
okay.
Luna nods and returns to the couch. She snaps a finger as the messenger bag disappears. Lachlan is still struggling to breathe while holding her throat. Luna looks worried. Cole? Are you sure you watched her strength levels? Luna looks over. Wait, Cole looks over at Luna. Yeah, she's not gonna pass out or anything. Cole looks back over at Lachlan. Should be recovering soonish. Various breathing sounds come from Lachlan. Luna waits while keeping an eye on the situation. Cole taps his foot, waiting. Lachlan collapses to the ground. Luna looks down and then back to Cole. So much for she's not gonna pass out or anything. Or maybe I hit her a little too hard? Cole quickly crouches down and checks if her windpipe is still intact. Luna adds, yeah, a little. The moment Cole's hand is close to Lachlan. Oh, she bites onto his hand. She was faking it. That was slick. Or that was bait. Darn it, Lachlan! Luna facepalms. Cole winces as he slowly looks over at Lachlan. Are you being freaking serious? Lachlan stays latched on and violently shakes her head. Cole rips his hand out of her mouth, without much care, as she clenches his jaw and grits his teeth. Lachlan goes to dash towards Luna. Luna speaks. Luna speaks as she stays in place. Something up? I don't have the mask. Cole watches Lachlan as he stands up. His hand is dripping blood from the wound. Lachlan tries to grab Luna's wrist. She's gonna try to kill her. What the heck? Just grab Luna's wrist, try to bite her veins, I guess. Luna lets it happen. Okay, Luna, excuse me? Don't know. What do you expect to accomplish with this move, Lachlan? Luna even yawns. What the heck? Cole staring Lachlan down. Nada watches in confusion. Lachlan's grip is tight. Where is it? Where'd you put it? Luna smiles. Don't worry about it. Lachlan growls and yanks rather hard on Luna's arm, throwing her aside and off the sofa before letting go. Luna groans in pain. I'm not giving you the mask, Lachlan. You're never gonna find it. Cole's eyes flicker to pink as he stares Lachlan down. I highly suggest giving up. You won't want to fight Luna, and if you continue this path, you'll likely have to fight her. Lachlan's pupils are slowly sharpening to slits as she's getting more outraged. She now shows more of her teeth as she growls back. I don't bunking care. I want that mask back. Luna grumbles. Bunkin'? Really, Lachlan? Also, you're a loud woman. Lachlan snaps to glaring at Luna. Give me the mask. Lachlan draws a small pocket knife as she flicks open the blade. Luna glares back. Nah. Also, that's a puny frickin' knife. You want to see a real blade? Luna snaps her fingers as a broadsword appears in her hands. It's a blade. The blade is made of amethyst, and the hilt is made of silver. Crystal construct. Cole steps back as he sighs. I told you so, Lachlan. Lachlan snarls and runs towards Luna. She tries to swing the knife at her with a lot of speed. Luna quickly steps back and away from the knife strike, choosing not to even swing her sword. Lachlan, I don't want to fight you. It's not worth the bloodshed, or the fact that Cole's literally right there judging me. Cole's doing anything but watching. He's too busy inspecting his hand wound, making sure no blood got on his clothes. Lachlan hunches over slightly, as she stifles a bit of uncontrolled laughter. If you can't get me that mask, I'll be shrouding my eyes with the skin of your face. Holy crap. That was, yeah, that was something. Luna cannot help but chuckle.
She's just a goofy little guy.
Yeah,
it's
just a little bit,
fine.
little
Just
bit
likes
extreme.
chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm. Chicken nuggets and wearing people's faces. Completely normal. Alright, Luna cannot help but chuckle. You're definitely going to need some work on your one-liners. Luna does not pursue it yet. Lachlan lunges at Luna, but recklessly swings the blade at her. Oh, for goodness sake, Lachlan, no more. Luna attempts to knock the knife out of Lachlan's hands using the blunt edge of the broadsword. The knife is knocked out of her hands, but Lachlan immediately goes to bite the hand holding the sword. The moment the bite lands, Luna pulls her hand back and goes for a punch to Lachlan's temple, intending to knock her out. Bitch! Lachlan is hit, but is not knocked out. As she stumbles back, she leaps forward to tackle Luna in the gut. Luna is caught off guard as she drops the sword. Oh, for goodness sake. Why does it always work for Cole? Lachlan aims the same punch to Luna's head. Luna doesn't pass out from the hit either. Fun fact, it's not that easy to knock someone out in one hit, without any severe damage beforehand, unless you're not quite human. Luna groans in pain. Sucks to suck, Lachlan. Lachlan puts her hands around Luna's throat. Luna guards her neck, using her hands from Lachlan. Cole? A little help, please? Cole looks up from staring at his hand. Cole's eyes lock onto Lachlan, as she walks behind Lachlan and tries to put her into a headlock. Lachlan is grabbed, and Luna is freed. Lachlan starts trying to pull Cole's arms off of herself. She uses her back legs to kick up and claw at his arm. Luna manages to get up from the ground and retrieves her sword, catching her breath in the process. Cole only tightens his headlock on his arms, as his arm is scratched, and starts leaking a mixture of blood and coolant. That stings. Cole stumbles backward, slightly from the kicks. Lachlan uses one arm to flail, as if trying to grab at Luna, who's... Oh my gosh, commercial again. I need to put that in Brave so it won't have commercials. Even though that's apparently against the rules now. Where was that? Yeah,
Intermission.
Yeah.
For 2 seconds.
Lachlan starts trying to pull Cole's arms off herself. She uses her back legs to kick up and claw at his arms. Luna manages to get up from the ground and retrieves her sword, catching her breath in the process. Cole only tightens his headlock as his arm is scratched and starts leaking a mixture of coolant and blood. That stings. Cole stumbles backward, slightly from the kicks. Lachlan uses one of the arms to flail, as if trying to grab at Luna, who is reaching out. She growls with some difficulty, as she's losing air for some reason. She's losing air for real this time. So several feedback loops. Luna calls out a command. Dash, run, pylon, loop. Cole maintains the headlock, while making sure he isn't damaging her windpipe. Command prompt. Ted. In range, true. Lachlan trails off as she loses consciousness. Luna comments, in range, true? That's different. Luna notes. Luna heads over to Cole. Need any first aid? The first aid kit appears in her hands. Cole slowly puts Lachlan down and sighs. I could just heal myself. I'd save it for when someone actually needs it. As Cole speaks, his wound regenerates and closes up, leaving yet another scar on his hand. Luna does first aid on herself. Her hand and forehead are bandaged and plastered. Right. She goes silent while sitting on the couch. Cole leans on the wall near Lachlan. So now we wait. Cole then mutters to himself. What the hell does this bitch... How does she know I'm gay? Luna looks upset about everything that happened. Cole remains leaning against the wall. Luna speaks up. By the way, you asked Lachlan how Lachlan knew you were gay? She's connected to Dadders. You said you were slightly gay to Icarus, like, 4 days ago? Cole groans. Luna continues. Yeah, and adding to that, I fully believe she can read Dadders logs. Hence how she knew about the elk. That's weird. That's really weird. Luna takes a deep breath. She's not dumb. In fact, despite not knowing certain things, she's a lot smarter than we give her credit for. Definitely good at reasoning. Anyways, thanks for the assist, Cole. Probably would have been strangled had you not stepped in. I'd rather not die again, she growls. So Lachlan's like, not just a cyborg, but like, there's cybernetic implants in her brain. They're like, tapping into Dadders, absorbing information, and like, I think she actually wasn't in shock. I think she was actually that, I don't want to say innocent, but that ignorant to everything. And then she's like absorbing information, actually becoming smarter in real time. It's interesting. Anyway. Where's that? There we go. Cole smiles. Not a problem. I'd rather not watch one of my friends get strangled in front of me. Hanada now has a kettle corn bag as she speaks. Aw, I want to see Luna use elemental magic. Glad she's knocked out, though. Lachlan groans some as she puts a hand to her face. Hanada glances at Lachlan as she groans. Cole sighs as he mutters, I hope she goes back to sleep. Lachlan barely squints at the room. Her pupils are back as she's being rounded. She covers her face with both of her hands and sounds exhausted. Why does everything hurt? Cole slowly looks around at Luna for an answer. Luna groans in pain. You went slightly berserk on Cole and I. From sitting up, Lachlan slides onto her side, putting herself halfway behind the sofa as she grumbles. Cole watches as he raises an eyebrow. You gonna sleep? Lachlan sounds muffled in her arms. Yes. Luna asks, want a blanket or a pillow? We have extra. Lachlan responds, no. Okay. Luna shrugs. At least the feedback loop is done for now. Cole leans his head back on the wall. I should also sleep. Lost a small amount of blood and, flesh. Same here. Night, Cole. Lachlan. Luna walks out of the living room with Hanada. Lachlan only replies with a short, annoyed grunt. I wonder if this robotic mind we keep saying is the real Lachlan, or if this innocent person is the real Lachlan, or if the sassy person is the real Lachlan. I feel like there might actually be 3 different, I don't want to say entities, but like parties within the person.
Woo, let's party!
Yeah, not that kind of party. Source code. Oh, this is the thing with the Ruhrkopf. I've already got this decoded over here. It says, but I can't say it when they are here. 149 Minot Street, New Bristol. Interesting. I'm going to look that up real quick. Yeah, it's a real place.
Not a real life place, I will say.
But I mean, it is, technically.
It is. It's
We're just
supposed
looking
to
at
be
someone's
a random
home.
fictional street.
Right. Yep. So that's where we are. Anyway. That was a long ad. Still had like 30 minutes left.
Jeez.
Let's see here. Check the comments real quick. Luna's always been a Nico. What are you talking about, Vlogs? Yeah. Yes. Lachlan does sound a touch concerning. I agree. Scoping landscape, for sure.
No, it's fine.
And I was in the kitchen during the whole battle scene, popping a bag of kettle corn instead of helping with the fight. I know. I thought of that. That's amazing. Hanada seems like a great character. Sorry for the throat issues today. I wish that stupid cough would go away.
You're good.
It's the 100-day cough, I'm sure it is, because it's... See, how many days has it been now? It's been about a month and a half, so we're like halfway done? Alright, Speak no evil.
Everyone's a human.
Yeah. Speak no evil, November 15th of 2023. Luna, help. What are feedback loops? Datter. Feedback loops are specific to the Loch Ness. Interesting. Feedback loops are specific to the Loch Ness functions and used to describe when output triggers an input that would result in the same output it being with creating a loop. These loops can be detached in dialogue, functions, events, and actions. Loch Ness. Like Loch Ness Monster? It's interesting though. Loch Ness. It's not... I mean, that lines up with Lachlan. I'm just trying to figure out where that falls into place. I'm gonna have to note that. Luna, help. And how does someone fix a feedback loop? Datters is capable of detecting feedback loops, but not stopping them to avoid damage. The cause of the feedback loop should be dealt with to prevent the loop from continuing. Luna, the cause of the feedback loop. Would that be giving the mask back to Lachlan or destroying it? That's the question here. When an output triggers an input that would result in the same output, therefore creating a loop. No, wait. Even when she had the mask on during the full moon, several feedback loops were found. So that's not the cause. Help. What would be the cause of the most recent feedback loop in Lachlan? Unknown request. Noted. Help. What are the lockless functions? I assume they're functions for Lachlan to exist, breathing and the like? Datters. Self-explanatory. Luna. Got it. Spider. Right. Let's try this again. Begin frequency Chester. Begin frequency. Christ, again? He's probably got something going on. He's probably got something that is blocking the signal. Luna. Indeed. Spider. Can't wait. Or can't have. Luna. Maybe he took Term's advice? Spider. Cause Term just didn't connect? Luna. Let me try something. Wake up, Chester! Datters. Nothing. Luna. Damn. In frequency. Datters. In frequency. Spider. Begin frequency Harper May, as well as check in Datters just in case it isn't working again. Luna. Harper. Who's that? You know, the other day with Lachlan, it's that Harper. The one that apparently fixed her arm. I overheard something along those lines from the kitchen. I think she's Term's cousin as well. The outside of the house was identical to what Datters described, so really her behaviors make a lot of sense. Luna. Oh, the whore upstairs. Got it. Do you realize this revelation only opens up a whole can of worms, right? Thank you, Spider. Datters. Begin frequency. Luna. Spider? Spider. You're having a laugh. Trust me, I ain't laughing, and neither is Hinata. Datters. Still blank. Luna. Help. Pylon status. Datters. System stable. Begin frequency. Chester grumbles under his breath at her. Not like you would have a real... What? Not like you would know a real man when you saw one, the coworker scoffs, as she sets the paperwork down. I heard that, mister. Luna. Geez, rough times at work, Chester. Datters. Chester rolls his eyes. Rough times. They fired me, and already hired some other bitch to take my place. His coworker laughs. 'Cause you wouldn't know an honest day's work if it bit you in the ass. So this so-called bitch has only worked here a day, and she already has done more than I have in... So she's worked here only a day, and has already done more than you have in months.
And it's supposed to be a 1.
Yeah. Luna. Dang, your coworker's a butthole. What the hell's the problem? Did they just put their shoes on backwards or something? Chester groans. More than just her shoes. He speaks up. Where's the son of the bitch so I can tell him the crap hole he's getting himself into? The coworker points to one of the office doors and rolls her eyes. It's your fault if he calls up HR over you flirting with him. Chester walks past her and towards the office door as he mumbles. I'll just flirt with HR again if that happens. Luna. Speaking of HR, your coworker could probably benefit from talking to them. I can't stand their attitude, and besides, what is it to you? Wait, what is it you did? Chester mutters to himself before opening the door. Easy deliveries? As he opens the door, he sees the new hire in question. They stand over one of the many desks in the room while signing into an account. A solid black biker's helmet obscures the entire head, and their attire is matching black dress shirt and long pants. They look over at Chester as he enters and gives a small friendly wave. Chester stares a moment. They hired a loon over me? Luna. I mean, with how common loonism is nowadays, it's not too surprising, and besides, they seem nice. Chester scoffs to himself. That's the thing. It's not common. It's 1 in 100, if that. The new hire tilts their head some, as Chester slams the door shut, while storming past the coworker. It's really that uncommon? That's surprising to me. Well, time to look for a new job then? Can't be that hard. Chester continues to talk to himself, as he shoves past the front doors of the building, and into the parking lot. Next to nowhere is hiring anymore. How the hell am I supposed to do that? I mean, there are other places in the New Atlantic, right? Maybe try Haysboro for a job? Or the Carnival? Chester's pace slows, as his ears perk up a bit. The Carnival? Hey. A mischievous grin creeps across his face yet again. You guys have contact with Gambit, right? You could put in a good word for me, and get me a job there, lickety-split. Luna. We've talked to him like twice, but we could certainly try, I guess? Datters. He begins walking down the sidewalk. If you could get me an interview, I think I could make it work. Though, if I knew what makes him tick, it would make it a lot easier. Luna. Well, we'll see what we can do. Though before we swap to Gambit, is there a specific job you'd like to do, just so we can add it to your plea? Datters. Anything. I learn quick and wing it better than most hot wing sauces. Yet you still get fired, Spider says. Chester grumbles. It's not my fault. I couldn't plan out my vacation days for kidnapped. Spider. Did you say you were going to skip town anyways? Datters. Okay, so maybe that idea wasn't well thought through all that well. Spider. No shit. Are you doing okay after all that, though? Datters. Other than losing my job? Chester sarcastically drones on. I'm doing wonderful. Spider. Really? No more nightmares then? Or panic attacks? I don't have those. Chester crosses the road and head towards the neighborhood. So what happened at terms then? Wasn't that public? I got out of there. That's what happened. Sure, mate. I'll connect to Gambit for you now, yeah? Good riddance. Chester heads up the stairs to his apartment. I don't have to get you a job, you know. Infrequency. Spider. Begin frequency Gambit. Begin frequency. Gambit steps aside as the stagehands move a panel to the stage. He calls out to them. Make sure that panel goes left stage before we leave today, alright? Spider. Is that a new show? Gambit speaks out loud, without hesitating. Another old show. Most stories are already told nowadays. You keep doing that. I plan to. Thank you. No, I mean, you keep talking to me out loud. Aren't you worried about being called a loon or something? Girl, I get those remarks all the time anyways. He steps down from the stage. And you're not really helping our case. Hello, Gambit. It's Luna. Are you guys at the carnival looking for more workers? I was getting to that. Not particularly in need of any. How come? Well, you know, we talked to other people like this. One of them needs a job. Their name is Chester. He's a really good worker. Well, what role do you think he could fill? Literally anything you need done. He's extremely versatile and adapts quickly. In his words, he wings it better than most sauces. All he needs is an interview. Well, an interview couldn't hurt, Gambit squints and thought. It couldn't. Worst case is you don't hire him and he has to look elsewhere. Which role were you thinking for him? Alright, tell you what. I thought if Chester ever shows up here begging for a job, I would lend an ear. No promises, though. Spider, that's great. Gambit starts helping move piles of clothes to the costume room with some others. Is that all you needed, my little loons? Oh, by the way, I think I spoke to your son? I think that's what he be to you? It was like a week or so ago? Gambit starts laughing out loud as the stagehands glance at him awkwardly. Did I say something funny? That's why he said he was hallucinating and hearing things. Yeah, that was us. Sorry about that. He seemed nice at very least. Even helped him fantasize about different plot ideas. It was fun. Gambit rolls his eyes. The kid needs to stop interfering. Interfering? His ideas were decent. Ideas are fine, but that guy has a bad habit of acting out on the ideas, even when it's not in his show to run. Now, I understand that. It's your show. Run it however you wanna. You're the storyteller here. Anyways, we'll get in touch with Chester. See you later. See ya. In frequency. Luna. Begin frequency Chester. Chester is scrubbing down his mouth with a toothbrush in front of the bathroom mirror again. The packing of this new brush is laying on the counter beside him. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, it's Luna. Some good news for you. Gambit said he'd lend an ear. Also, what's with the packaging? Chester grumbles and spits into the sink. New toothbrush. He resumes brushing. So, yeah, go to the carnival and talk to Gambit. He'll interview you, just no promises on the job. I'll go tomorrow if I can. He resumes brushing violently. Okay, so you asked what makes him tick. I don't think he likes it when people get too close. Like, his son had ideas for the show, but Gambit seems to not like it when he interferes. Also, he wouldn't mutter whenever we talk to him, just talking at full volume. Unapologetic, but once things done his way. Got it. He tosses the toothbrush into the trash along with the packaging. Yeah, basically. Hopefully the interview goes well, dude. I think it will. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Been a long day. Okay, bye Chester. Sleep well. Infrequency. There's infrequency. Luna, and there you go. Lachlan grumbles from behind the sofa at Cole's and Luna's house. Luna walks out. Hey Lachlan, what's going on with Dadders? Lachlan sounds muffled from behind the sofa. You can't make it do stuff. Luna tilts her head. Make it? It's a program, though. Isn't that what it's for? Also, are you okay, Lachlan? Her voice is firm. Come on out of there. Lachlan grumbles. I'm not coming out, and the program is for reading it. You don't use a radio to tell it to play something. You use it to tune into something that is already playing. Spider, who has been in the armchair, tilts her head. Is that not what I was doing? Luna shakes her head. I can't get used to this. She slumps on the couch and puts her head into her hands. Lachlan explains, it's like the radio stations. You can't be forced to start playing music. You can only listen in if music is playing. The frequencies you guys are switching to are just not active at the moment. Luna is dead silent as she listens intently. Her eyes are a hint purple. And that's bullcrap. They're people unless they're all just died and they're gonna be active. Or something's completely different about the patterns this time around. They're used to the old version, where it was like telepathy, but in this case, it's closer to radio stations that broadcast when something interesting is happening, meaning less ability for small talk at random times. Lachlan adds, it's only active when the system is able to pick up something in the signals. Luna nods. Definitely a big difference to the... She forces herself to go silent, choosing not to bring it up. Spider catches it, her ears flattening as they sigh. Yeah. Luna's eyes go back to normal. By the way, Lachlan, do you need any first aid? I'm sorry for hurting you last night. Lachlan shrugs. I mean, if you had a mask, I'd take it. She's still on about that. Luna sighs. Sorry, but I saw the 17th Dadders entry. It's not a good idea to give it back to you. Lachlan groans. Okay, that was a special case. That doesn't happen every time. Spider raises an eyebrow at her. Luna shakes her head. Doubt it. Papier-mâché doesn't speak, let alone move with your speech. Don't lie to me. Lachlan huffs in annoyance. It doesn't do that every time either. Luna continues. Your voice also no longer sounds like it's been through a paper shredder. You ain't the only one in the house good at reasoning. Lachlan peeks around the corner at Luna as she sneers. Yeah, it's called getting better. Is this thing your body does when it gets hurt and naturally heals itself over time? Luna shrugs. Fair enough. Though usually that takes a while to work. Lachlan rolls her eyes and ducks back behind the sofa. Either way, the only help I'd be accepting right now is only if it involves a mask. Luna adds, want a different mask? I'm not going to give you the Kitsune one, because why do you want it back? I'm just trying to learn more about the non-feral culture. Lachlan scoffs. I'd rather have my personal belongings back. Besides, having it doesn't help you learn more about non-feral culture. Helping a non-feral does. Luna tilts her head side to side, then tied something under her phone. Where'd you even get it from anyway? Not important. Her answer's a lot shorter and quick. Extremely important, Luna responds firmly. If you want the mask, answer my question. You do want the mask, right? There's a long pause. Luna speaks. Go on. My, mother gave it to me? You don't have a mother. Try again. Well, mother-like thing? Luna exhales. Okay, sure. Mother-like thing. Why did she give you a Kitsune mask? Answer, and I'll give it back to you. I don't know why she did that. It was just dropped in, and after a while I figured out it could fit on my face. Dropped in? Dropped in what? Luna's nodding along with Lachlan's answers. A room I was in at the time? Her tone seems to flatten some. Luna seems to be taken aback somewhat from this response, mostly out of empathy. Huh. Would it be reasonable to call this mother-like person your creator, then? No. Are you certain? Be honest. I only wish to help. Or do you not want the mask? Luna continues to speak with a firm tone. I'm certain. Fair enough. Okay, Lachlan. I'm gonna give this mask back to you. Luna gets off the couch and stares at Lachlan. You're living in my house currently. If we hear that you've attacked anyone who lives here, or our guests, we'll be taking the mask back. Do you understand me, Lachlan? Wim. They used her whole name. Do you understand me, Lachlan Wim? Luna glares at her. Oh no, you're in trouble now.
No more chicken nuggets.
No. No more nuggies for you. You get them. No, you get them, but you get them raw.
You get the non-dino ones. No.
Alright. Lachlan is sitting with her back against the sofa and her knees hugged to her chest. She sighs and nods, not looking up at her. Understood. The ball's in your court now. Luna snaps her fingers as Kitsune mask is now right in front of Lachlan. Just be nice, okay? That's all I'm asking. Her tone has drastically dropped from serious to more casual and friendly. Lachlan glances up at her before taking the mask. She starts to put it on without a word. Hinata walks in after hearing the discussion. Lou, is that a good idea? Luna shrugs. I have no idea. I just gave her an ultimatum that if she attacks anyone here, the mask will be removed. It's up to her if she wants it badly enough. Lachlan gets the mask on, but remains behind the sofa for now. Luna returns to the couch to join Hinata. I want to know more about that mask. And is this location where they're at, or is that where she's from? That's what I'm curious. The location in the code. There wasn't any more here, is there? No. Okay. Alright, meet Rowan. Who is Rowan? Before we move into that, let's check the source page.
I will say currently, Rowan is Cole's favorite.
Alright, interesting.
Like out of character Cole.
I'm curious. Alright, meet Rowan. November 15th of 2023. Cole appears in the basement of the lighthouse. He has his usual gas mask and gloves along with a dirt bike that has a large duffel bag strapped to the back. He leans the dirt bike against the wall. As he quickly takes the gas mask off, he pulls his phone out to find Cherrywood office number and calls them. A woman answers the phone. Cherrywood Courthouse. Cole clears his throat as he steps out of the lighthouse's front door. Hi, I'm Cole with Cole Genesis Industries. I'm just wondering if this is the correct number to call to set up a meeting with someone to discuss a possible police equipment contract? You still want to contact the local police department? They should have a number available on their website, the woman replies. As Cole steps outside, he instantly notices a small wooden plank, nailed to a tree directly ahead. Cole nods. Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience. Cole hangs up as he glances at the wooden plank. Huh? He starts walking over to it. He can make out some words engraved into it. I know what you are. Very funny, Icarus. Cole half chuckles as he goes back on his phone, and he finds a Cherrywood Police Department phone number and calls them. Another woman answers the phone. Cherrywood Police Department. Cole clears his throat as he starts pacing back and forth. Hi, I'm Cole Genesis Industries, and I'm just wondering if this is the correct number to call to set up a meeting with someone to discuss a possible police equipment contract. If your equipment is already licensed for law enforcement equipment, then you should speak to officers directly about your service. My equipment... I don't know why that's the voice, but that's the voice. I imagine she's just like super puffy, like blonde hair, like abnormally large lips with red lipstick, like the classic
Cole
office
just,
person.
Like, lowers the phone away from his face with a confused look for a moment.
Yes.
Shakes his head, goes back to talking. Like, what? Oh, well.
My equipment has the proper licenses that are required for the FCC. I'll be down there I'll be down there in a second if you would like to see the certificate as well as speak to your officers. Cole starts walking back towards the lighthouse. The one responds, Okay, we'll see you there. I don't know why I'm doing a little head swirl, but that goes along with it too. He meets her and she actually does that every time she talks. Thank you. Cole hangs up as he steps inside the lighthouse and re-equips his gas mask. He wheels the dirt bike out and starts it as he starts driving into Cherrywood. He makes it there rather quickly. It's partly sunny, and quite a few non-ferals are out and about. Some having already started putting up their Christmas decorations a bit early. A bit early, huh? Yeah, I know, for this it is, but... Cole looks slightly annoyed at the Christmas decorations. He pulls over to the side of the road and looks for directions on the police department's website. He finds them fairly quickly, and it's only a few blocks away. Cole notes the directions. He puts his phone away and starts heading there. He makes sure to follow the traffic laws, even though he's clearly unhappy about it. He makes it there with no issues, and only gets a few curious looks from people who thinks he's a loon. Cole parks the bike and puts the kickstand down as he grabs the duffel bag and heads inside the building. On heading inside, he is immediately tackled by an officer. Okay. They both hit the concrete floor rather hard. Cole groans as he hits the floor and lets go of the duffel bag. Ow! Get off of me! Cole starts kicking and punching in an attempt to get the officer off of him. The two officers join in... Crap, there goes my phone. The two officers join in, giving Cole to the ground, and flip him onto his stomach. One of the officers barks out during the struggle. You are under arrest for multiple accounts of first-degree murder. Put your arms behind your back. I mean, he did ask for that. It wasn't me, you loons! Cole continues struggling and kicking as much as he can. You did kill someone, Cole. Another officer shows up to the scene and draws their taser and yells, Put your hands behind your back, or you will be tased. Screw you, Cole groans as he stops struggling and puts his hands behind his back. I try to help, and this is the thanks I get? They cuff Cole's hands behind his back as an officer wraps an arm around him to pull him up to his feet. Cole groans and huffs as he's pulled to his feet. You want to see a magic trick? Not right now, the officer with a hold in his arm states. Another officer steps aside to answer a phone call. Please, it'll be really quick, I promise. Cole turns his head to look at the officer as best as he can. No, the officer states as he keeps a tight grip. Cole grunts as he uses the majority of his strength to break the handcuffs and grin at the officer. Oopsie! The officer stares a moment as another starts getting out several handcuffs. Yeah, because that's going to make a difference. It's going to be the same pressure. Because there's multiple. I told you it would be rather quick. Cole stops looking at the officer as he stares forward with an expressionless face. The officer looks concerned as the other quickly gets the other handcuffs on. The officer taking a phone call is pacing a bit as they talk. Cole comments, So you gonna get me my rights? Process me? Or we just gonna stand here like gay lovers? Cole snickers with the final comment. The officer on call looks up at the officer holding Cole's arms and makes a head nod to the specific hall. The officer holding Cole's arm nods and starts pulling Cole with him in the direction. The third officer has a bit of a confused look as he stays in place. Cole giggles as he starts walking with the officer's pull. Whee! The officer opens the door to a large room.
The wee cut out at the end. Just, wee!
It's like, reminds me of like Banjo-Kazooie. The sound effect we jump off a cliff. The officer opens the door to a large room with a long desk. In front of the desk are a few benches, with places to attach the handcuffs. He pulls Cole to a bench and fastens the handcuffs to the bench. Just stay here while we get this figured out. Cole shrugs. Alright. Cole closes his right eye as he relaxes. There's movement from his right side, as someone on the bench as well. The officer leaves the room. Cole glances over his right side with a raised eyebrow. Sitting beside him with one leg sassily thrown over the other and a cocky smile is Harper. Cole doesn't make any noise as he returns to staring forward, with an expression best described as, oh, this bitch. Harper sounds genuinely happy. So, get caught for kidnapping? What the heck? Cole lets out a sigh and begrudgingly answers, several accounts of murder. Wow, several. Really got your work cut out for you, huh? Cole sighs, while still keeping his right eye shut. Looks over at Harper. So you are a kidnapper? Me? Oh, no. I'm just here for my usual checkup. What? She grins ear to ear, being a better... Wait. She's joking, but yeah. Being a bit lighter, Cole can see the face freckles and... What? Being in better lighting, Cole can better see the fake freckles and painted on tear under both eyes. What do you mean checkup? Cole raises an eyebrow at Harper. Oh, you see. Unlike you, who is a wanted criminal, they're gonna let me go. Cole rolls his eyes at Harper. So you knew I was a wanted criminal. Considering you kidnapped my sister? Yeah! She growls some. Kidnapping is a strong word. I prefer lawfully taken from a psychopath that was a geofence on her sister's arm? Cole's eyes flicker pink for a second, then back to hazel brown. Because other people have kidnapped her, using her arms. Harper sounds genuinely outraged. An officer bangs on the wall from outside the room. Quiet down in there. Cole slowly looks over at the wall that was banged on, then back at Harper. Yeah, quiet down, psychopath. Harper's eyes narrow. I'm more sane than people you work for. Cole raises an eyebrow at Harper. Elaborate? You're another one of those freaks who just try to get at Lachlan. I'm not going to give up so easily. The end of her tail rattles like a rattlesnake. Cole shrugs. The only people I work for are my company. Harper's eyes fill with rage, and her hair raises. She lunges to get closer to him, as she can, handcuffed to the bench that scoots slightly from the sudden jerk. You own that company? I'll pull every layer of your eyes off, and... There's another loud bang from the wall as Officer yells, "Calm down, or we're separating you two." Yeah, cool it, man. Cole chuckles quietly. Harper continues to yell. Her words become gibberish from the rage as the door swings open. The officer marches in, with a face of mild inconvenience, and goes to undo Harper's handcuffs and move her into another room. Cole starts cackling. Holy shit, this is funny. Harper continues screaming at him, as the officer drags away and out of the room. She screams slowly, muffle, and disappear behind the walls. Cole continues cackling with his right eye still shut. This is the best entertainment I've had in a while. He hears another voice from behind the counter. Thought I was going to lose an eardrum. Cole attempts to stand up. Hello? He can only partially stand. On doing so, he gets a glimpse of a pair of red ears sticking up straight, as if someone is sitting with their head resting on the table behind the lip of the desk. They sound somewhat tired, yet in an okay mood. Hello to you. Cole groans in annoyance. Can't freaking stand up properly. Are you an officer, or you someone else? The stranger scoots into view on an office chair with wheels. It's a dark gray, black, and red fox that wears a brown, well-used leather jacket and a chipper expression. His ears stick straight up, and behind him is fluffy and almost rabbit-like shorter tail. His nose and legs also suggest a more rabbit hybrid as well. I'm just here for a bit, till my dad picks me up. They're supposed to be using this room for... They weren't supposed to be using this room for any civilians. The bar on some of the benches are busted. Wait, what? Cole checks if the bars he's connected to are busted. More importantly, why is there a non-officer in here? He notices a few bolts missing from the bars. The stranger responds, because there isn't supposed to be anyone else in here, and they trust me? Besides, I was getting bored, so they let me play some games on the computer. So why did they put you up in here instead of the other room? Cole shrugs. No idea. They're probably trying to process me. Cole snickers quietly as he tries to slide the handcuffs off the bars. Cole gets his handcuffs off the bars as the stranger keeps talking as he watches. Processing is in the other room. This room isn't to be used for anything yet. Cole looks confused as he opens his right eye. Then why am I being held here? He shrugs. I don't know. Cole's head tilts slightly. Also, why are you so calm while being in the same room as a criminal? What do you mean? He tilts his head some, with a smile as he starts spinning around in the chair. Cole asks, before I tell you why, what's your name? I'm Rowan. Nice to meet you. He keeps spinning some more. Well, hello, Rowan. Now, the reason why I said that is because I'm being charged with several accounts of first-degree murder. Cole starts to smile, but quickly pushes it down as his face goes expressionless. Ah, well that sounds lovely. What the heck? Rowan's eyes widen some, but he still remains very chill. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like an older, more... I don't want to use the word intelligent, because they're still intelligent, but like a... older, more... wise?
Mature?
Mature, well... kind of. Yeah, I guess. More mature version of...
Or laid back?
Yeah, more laid back. More laid back, mature version of... shoot. The little dude on the toothpaste.
Drin?
Yes. That's who they remind me of. Like, still kind of kiddish. Drake, yeah, like Drake, still kind of kiddish,
still
but like...
a little playful.
Yeah, but like if Drake grew up mentally, like 5-10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to say that, because it's like, well, Drake's kind of not a baby, so...
I mean, Drake's technically the same age as everyone else.
Yeah.
They just really don't act like it.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, well that sounds lovely. Rowan's eyes widen some, but he still remains very chill. Cole starts walking towards the door to the room. Well, I have an idea I want to test. Rowan instantly stands up, going between Cole and the door. With him now standing, Cole can see his height, about 6'3". He has quite a bit of bulk on him as well. Dang, he's huge, what the heck? He's like this little baby. Boy! I was imagining like Bugs Bunny height, and like now he's this hulking 6'3", bulky thing.
Can't remember the name of the breed, but he's based on the largest rabbit breed.
Oh, okay. That it's that one. It's like in Alaska, I think? The big gray one?
Flemish giant rabbit family.
Flemish rabbit. Gotcha.
You're huge.
Yeah, like those big dogs. The big fluffy ones. Right. Excuse me, I have places to be. Cole sighs as he looks Rowan up and down. I'm sorry, but until one of those officers walks into this room and tells you can go, I'm not letting that happen. He then mumbles under his breath, unless you have noble cause. Cole sighs. My noble cause is not having a criminal record? Rowan raises an eyebrow. I hardly think so. What about a family? Cole sighs and shakes his head. Don't have one. Look, the only... What? You're not going to claim Drake is your son? Really, Cole? Don't have one. Look, the only real cause I have is that the bear and elk I killed were sending people into a death trap, and then when I confronted them, they tried to kill me? Rowan tilts his head some. Hold on. Did they huff some spray paint cans before, by any chance? Cole shrugs. It's possible? Why? His eyes widen. You're that loon guy he was talking about. That's why you're here. Cole raises an eyebrow. Who? And is that a good thing? Rowan chuckles some. One of my friends was talking about you. You really don't act like a loon, do you? He says, standing in the way. Cole rolls his eyes. Sure, whatever. Can I leave? Is my cause noble enough for you? Rowan shakes his head. Oh, no. I gotta hear more about you. So, what are you like? I don't know, man. I don't study myself on the daily. The only interesting thing I do is that I broke a pair of handcuffs. Is that good enough for you? Rowan taps his own nose. Oh, I know. You've done a lot more interesting things lately. Cole stares at him. Did you put the wooden plank on the tree? His ears point back. Huh? No, what plank? Cole sighs as he shakes his head. Never mind. What more do you know? I know you up and bought a house for a guy. Huh? What about it? Cole sighs. That's insane. Like, a loon just shows up out of nowhere and has enough money to just blow on a building like that? You're not a normal man. How do you do it while still managing all that? He gestures at the gas mask. Managing what? Wearing a gas mask? It's just comfortable to wear. Cole shrugs. Like, all the anxiety and being moments away from episodes. Are you not a loon? Cole hesitates. The door behind Rowan swings open, as Rowan jumps slightly and turns around. Stepping in the room is someone with a solid black biker's helmet that obscures their entire head, and they wear attire that is matching black They wear attire that is matching black dress, shirt, and long pants. Cole stares at them, hoping and praying this isn't an officer. They don't seem to be wearing any uniform, and Rowan looks between the two of them. Two loons in one room. Feels like Trotson in here. Cole seems slightly relieved that they don't look like a cop. Are you here to rescue me from prison? The guy with the helmet turns to look behind him, moving past Rowan and towards Cole. He moves around Cole to look at the handcuffs, while drawing a small key for cuffs from his sleeve. Rowan looks between them as he whispers, Is this like your date or something? Busting you out? Cole shakes his head with a sigh. No, I'm not gay, and I don't even know this person. Yeah, you're not gay. Okay, whatever, Cole. No, I'm not gay. I don't even know this person. Cole makes sure he keeps his hands still so they can be unlocked. The cuffs come off as the guy drops them on the ground and grabs Cole by the wrist. He heads around Rowan and out the door, dragging Cole with him. Rowan watches in confusion. You know, it's weird, but this particular, I'm going to say season, it's not really season, but this particular story with Cole in it, it's like he's recessed back to that point where he's got, like, sexual frustration. And, like, because he's having gay thoughts.
Just
he
like,
has to,
I'm not gay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Overly
Constantly.
masculine, referring to gay stuff all the time. What happened? Did I miss something there? I feel like I did. Anyway. Okay. Cole starts walking as he's dragged. I can walk. Why have I been dragged and pulled around today? They head down the hall as he starts to walk more casually towards an exit door. Before reaching the door, he pauses at a group of officers that turn to face them. They look down to see holding Cole by the wrists and turn the other direction. The guy continues to walk to the exit. Okay, they respect this guy. Who is he? Cole looks concerned as he mutters, Who the heck are you? He lets go of Cole's wrists and holds open the door for Cole. He walks out the door while still looking very confused. Who are you? On stepping out, the guy begins to walk in a different direction, no longer paying attention to Cole. Cole checks to make sure his dirt bike is still there. It's still right there where he left it. Cole quickly follows the guy while still holding a confused look. They continue to walk for a long time before heading into the woods. Cole continues talking to the person. continue stalking the person. They eventually reach the lighthouse. The stranger walks up to the base of the lighthouse. Cole slows to a stop as he watches. The person walks up to the door and turns to face Cole's direction. With a snap of their fingers, they vanish. What? Cole blinks several times in confusion. After a moment, Cole runs back to the police department for his dirt bike. That's weird. Was that, Isaac? I feel like it was,
I
but
cannot say.
they didn't describe if he had a tail or not, or if it was a long tail or a scaly tail. Cole, pay more attention! Alright, let's see. Any hidden source code stuff? No. Alright, number 30 is on November 19th. You owe me one. I'm gonna read the comments off the floor real quick. If I can reach it. There we go.
Last two.
Oh no. I have to reload the page.
Howdy.
Okay, I didn't miss too much. Alright. November 19th of 2023. Cole, begin frequency, Chester. Datter, begin frequency. Chester is slowly filling up a cabinet in his bathroom with more unopened boxes of toothbrushes. Why does he buy so many toothbrushes for single use? He's very OCD. Chester himself has a bit of messy hair and half-open eyes while he's hunched over to shove the new boxes all the way to the back of the drawer. Why do you have so many toothbrushes? Cole says. Anyway, hey, I need you to do something for me. Chester jolts slightly on hearing a voice. He sighs heavily and hangs his head. I don't have the time for this today. It'll be really fast, please. Chester sassily puts a hand on the counter with an annoyed expression. This better be quick. Like 5 minutes. Can you possibly find out what the name of the biker helmet idiot was? Chester closes the drawer and snickers. Yeah, 5 minutes. To get the name of that loon, I'd have to walk to work. Well, my old work. Then have a chance to run old co-workers who will probably stop me to ridicule me. Please, this is like one thing I'll ever ask you to do. I can't speak for the others, but this is like the one thing I will need you to do. He taps his fingers on the counter with a slight grumble. Fine, but you owe me. He tosses the rest of the boxes in the corner and heads out to his living room. Right, just don't make it something ridiculous like sneaking you into somewhere. Right. He snatches a lavender lanyard with an ID attached as he heads to his door. He pockets his keys and moves outside. He locks the door behind himself. You're going to do that, aren't you? Sort of. We will get to that later. Chester heads down the stairs to the apartment building with a slight limp on one leg. Oh darn it, are you good? What do you mean? He gets down the stairs and out of the apartment building. He makes his way down sidewalks partly covered in colorful fall leaves. You were limping a little. I have a bad ankle. I see. I won't bother you about it. Well, you just did. He crosses the road and goes around a block. I mean, I won't bother you about it more. Sure, man. Chester walks into the parking lot of a business in downtown Cherrywood. It has a smooth gray exterior and an equal as bland sign and logo. Just the name. Nothing else you want. Not even his number. Just his name. Well, very well, dearie. Chester jokes before stepping through the glass double doors. He walks in and immediately sees the familiar face of a coworker who gives him a glare. Roger, flirty guy. Just get his name and don't get a sexual harassment charge. Chester snidely remarks, Don't tell me what to do. The coworker overhears and scoffs. Oh yeah? Well, you don't exactly work here anymore. I could tell you to screw off for trespassing. Chester grumbles to himself. I just forgot something at my desk. Cola. Real smooth. Chester rolls his eyes and keeps walking to the office with a grin. The coworker continues to rant. You get what you left, and I better not see that trash-ridden face of yours around again, you hear me? Chester opens the door to the offices as he calls out, Loud and clear, hag! He steps into the office. Good God, people seem to heavily dislike you. That's because I heavily dislike them. Chester looks ahead at his old desk to see the stranger with a bike helmet sitting at the seat while typing something up. Why are you still wearing the biker helmet while typing stuff up? Chester pauses in place. Well, look for a nameplate or documents that he might have signed. Chester sighs. As he walks up behind the stranger and clears his throat, the stranger turns to face Chester. Chester speaks. Hey, I'm Chester. I was the worker they fired before hiring you, and I think I may have left something at my desk by mistake. The stranger stares without a word. I forgot. He doesn't talk. Just start looking, I suppose. Chester awkwardly takes a step toward the desk, but the stranger says nothing. Chester opens a drawer and looks into it. The stranger doesn't stop him as he keeps searching. Doesn't seem like he cares that much. Chester grumbles as he takes a while, searching before finding an unopened toothbrush. He pulls it out, closes the drawer, and gives the stranger a smile. Found it, thank you. He stares awkwardly for a moment as the stranger remains quiet. All Chester sees is his own reflection on the biker helmet, staring back at him. He blinks some. Good talk. Chester heads out the office door. Right, I'm assuming you found it? Mm-hmm. Chester briskly leaves the building as a coworker yells at him on his way out. Have fun being unemployed, you lonely piece of crap. Chester's fist tightens slightly as he heads past the parking lot and out of earshot. So, did you find his name? Even better, I stole his ID. Holy crap, Chester. That was freaking slick. Chester fiddles with a plastic card in his pocket. Awesome, amazing. Chester takes the card out and looks it over. Looks like a wolf hybrid. So that instantly erases the idea I had. The man looks boring as hell. Chester makes a face at the bland mugshot. Right. But, that's great. Can I have his name? Oh, sorry, yes, but only if you promise that I don't owe you one. He smiles. Fine, I owe you one, just don't make it anything absurd. Okay, we have... Chester holds the card closer to his own face. One Mr. Creek Miller? Got it. Wait, what? Is that the creek they just killed? What? What? Got it. Now, what do I owe you?
Lord.
Right? Like, is there time travel, or is he just the soulless zombie man? Okay, anyway. I will tell you when the day gets closer. Chester puts the card away in his pocket. Right, well, thank you for helping, Chester. No problem. He finger guns for a moment before realizing others can't see him as he hides his hands away awkwardly. Luna, in frequency. Why is he still walking around if his soul is missing? I'm going to ignore that for now. Alright, then this is the last entry that we have not covered yet. It is entry number 31, Am I My Brother's Keeper? And it was on November 20th of 2023. Is this the last entry before Thanksgiving? I'm curious.
Yes. And bonus story,
Sweet.
woo.
Woo! Is the bonus story already on there?
This is the
Oh, this
bonus
is the bonus-
story.
oh, gotcha.
I didn't collaborate with anyone to make this one, so no one knew about it till the moment I posted it.
Cool. Alright. November 20th of 2023. Harper sets some bags down by the front door. She looks up to see Terminal, still sorting through various papers. Harper sighs. So you ready to move out yet? You have your own home, you know. Terminal is sitting on the sofa with boxes around him as he responds. I'm still going to have use for that Faraday room I'm renting. Just need to figure out how to get to him. Harper walks over to the back of the couch to watch over Terminal's shoulder. She raises an eyebrow. Sage, I mean, this is the kindest way possible. You're an obsessed stalker and freakazoid. Terminal grumbles as he flips to another page. I'm not, and my name is Terminal. Harper rolls her eyes. You're currently going through what looks like the stranger's medical records? How did you even get your hands on those? Terminal puts the papers away in a vanilla folder. He sounds more and more irritated. Not all of them. I'm still missing a few. She scoffs. Seiji, having one's medical records without them knowing is creepy as frick. Harper stands up and heads towards the kitchen. Terminal sets the folder down and looks in Harper's direction as he remarks, like you have room to speak, little Miss Receptionist. Ah, okay. Harper pauses and retracts for a brief moment. Touché. She resumes walking and gets a clean wine glass from the cabinet. Terminal adds, and can you stop calling me Sage? Harper grabs a 2-liter bottle of bright green soda. Why? It's just your middle name. It's Terminal Sage. Sounds like a sick sage.
Yep.
Anyway, Terminal stares at the soda and wine glass for a moment with a confused expression before continuing. It's only my middle name because it's my brother's first name. Wait, they fuse? Or something?
No.
I was like, is he some kind of Frankenstein?
His father just named like his middle name is brother's name for reasons.
Does that mean if he had another brother, that brother's middle name would be Terminal? Just continue handing it down?
Actually, maybe. Considering how the lore is working right now.
Interesting. Harper pours herself some soda. She holds the glass with one hand as she walks back to the living room, seemingly proud of the beverage. You have a brother? He's just a loon. Harper nods her head side to side. Okay, but like, you never told me about him. Let alone, I've never seen him. Terminal gets up and grabs one of the boxes. He doesn't live around here. Don't see why you needed to know. Terminal begins heading towards the door downstairs. Harper quickly steps in with her free hand going to the doorframe. Terminal manages to stop before plowing her down with a heavy box. He looks annoyed as she speaks. Dude, we literally grew up together, and you never mentioned him once? I even know about the time you got your tail stuck in the sewage drain and couldn't get to school. Oh, that's sad. Terminal rolls his eyes and sighs. I don't like talking about him. He's a loon. Harper raises her voice a bit. Just a loon? Terminal shifts his weight and grip on the box as he waits. Harper scoffs. You know I am about connections. Just a loon isn't just another loon, especially if they live in Haysboro of all places. How the hell is your brother managing that? Terminal grumbles under his breath. I never said he lived in Haysboro. Harper raises an eyebrow and sticks her chin out. You said they didn't live here either. Terminal sighs and sets the box down on the ground. They live in Trotzdon Enclave. Harper satirically shakes her head. Very funny. Terminal groans. What now? They don't live in Trotzdon either, do they? Terminal sounding more and more uninterested in the topic. I just said they did, didn't I? There's no way he lives there. Do you even know where he is right now? Terminal looks away in annoyance. Okay, maybe I don't know where he is right now, but I don't particularly care either. He's insane. Probably out in the woods hugging a tree or something. Harper smiles as she moves out of Terminal's way. I knew missing cards from the deck. I knew that the missing cards in the deck ran in the family. Terminal picks the box back up. Terminal picks the box back up and deadpans. Very funny coming from someone who is also related to me. At least my family doesn't have a thing for snakes. Harper squinted after taking a long sip of her soda. Why is it always snakes? Terminal shakes his head as he heads down the stairs. Well, snakes could actually be several things. Snakes could be relation to creation and destruction deities. It could be relation to Leviathan. It could be relation to fallen angels, Lucifer. It could be a relation to Baphomet. I mean, there's like a million things that could relate to snakes, so it could be something important.
Ooh, danger noodle.
Curious. All right, so that's it for now. We are caught up. I'm not gonna rush you, but I'm like, when's the next one? I'm excited, but yeah, it's getting good. I'm excited to see what happens next. Very curious about where Lachlan's actually from, what all they're involved in, and I'm pretty sure that there's an undead now wearing a helmet working at an office. So I'm also curious to see where that leads. So it's pretty good. I enjoyed this little section. I'm a little bit.
Thank you.
Yes, it was very good. I'm antsy to see what happens now. There's so many unanswered questions, and I feel like this only added more. It didn't answer any of them, so I'm just, as a reader, I'm dying right now. In a good way. I need to know. So, all right, what did you all think of this? I thought it was pretty good.
Cole got here too late. Literally got here as soon as
Cole, you get her as I finish. That is such a Cole thing to do, though, isn't it?
Good
Shows
job.
up at the end. Alright, well, I'm working on a bunch of video things, and also finishing up High Five Friends. I'm probably just gonna, like, dump the last 4, like, unceremoniously within, like, a week or 2. Not of today, but
Content
I mean...
take.
Yes. But as far as this series go, definitely need to check it out. All the links are in the description. I'd actually need to add more into there. But so far, the link to this website's in the description. I'm also going to put up Lachlan's socials and links to... Dadders is still on Twitter, right?
Dadders no longer works on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Because I found Discord to just be a lot easier and less picky about what I can and can't say.
Okay, so you want me to put the link to the Discord if anybody wants to interact with that or look at it, or no? Is it a private server?
It's linked through the site, so
Linked
the
through
site
okay. I'll
has
send the
like
site to you.
everything on it.
Okay. Anything you wanted to add, Locke, before we wrap this one up?
Liv, let's go! That's about it.
Live, woo!
Woo!
Okay, Locke, or not Locke, I just blanked. Cole just said, look, I was talking to the best gamer ever, Liv, so, but apparently that's not true? Now I'm just
Liv
confused.
is like really, really good at gaming. Like
Really?
absurdly good. Surprising.
Do you have like a gaming channel, Liv? I need to see this. Or maybe I should just drop into one of your sessions. Like mysteriously.
We
There's
just
this...
hang out in the Jovian Cove server.
Gotcha.
We hang out of character, it's fun.
What game? What game do you all usually play that she's so good at?
Sometimes we play Fortnite all together, and then Liv lately's been playing Metal Gear Rising.
Interesting. It's certainly not fandom, Cole says. Anyway, got a bunch of projects coming up. Next week I'll be doing quite a few lives. I'll be going back into Phobos, finishing that up. I'll also be... There's a couple different things I'm not going to talk about yet. Some secret things that are going to be live. I'm also going to have a live Q&A with a few people concerning a few different things. Tomorrow I'll be actually recording the next episode of the podcast for Flat Cap Recap. That'll be coming out soon. Just a whole bunch of things I've been working on. It's just I'm trying to catch up for being sick and holidays and everything. But got a huge list of stuff coming. Very excited for all those things. Hope you are looking forward to those as well. And... Oh, you might want to keep an eye on the Naomi Twitter because there's going to be a lot coming up on that as well soon too. So pretty much after High Five Friends, there's going to be a big bigger than High Five Friends project coming up. And it's going to be in the Naomi universe, so it's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, until then, I will see you all. And as always, keep your eyes wide open and never stop reading. And I did that again, way out of order, before I even had the program ready to end it. So I'm just going to unceremoniously and awkwardly navigate my way to the outro video and play that. So, and I just noticed that the camera was in the wrong angle like the whole time, because I was reading like right here. So I was just slightly off camera the whole time. Next time I'll have that adjusted. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do that real quick before I leave. Just cause. So it needs to be like... Because I'm usually like right here reading. So it needs to be like right here. And then I need to adjust the border. I'm just going to do this live because why not? Yep, slowly adjust. Slowly. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of new stuff, if y'all want to get one of these shirts, I have it available on my Spreadshirt, my Teespring, and also my Printify. It is the new High Five Friends. Oop, I can get it spread out here. I don't do that anymore shirt. Yeah, with Happy All Depressed.
Merchandise.
Yeah. But I thought it's funny. It's going to be really funny when the show's over. It's going to make a lot more sense. Alright, and I will see you all soon. Have a good one. Have a great day. I can't believe it's still 3 o'clock. It's early. But I got quite a bit to do, so. Have a great day, everybody. Oh, game nights. That's another thing. I'm going to start doing game nights again. I haven't decided what we're going to do exactly, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. But that's also coming back, so heck of a lot of stuff. And now I will see you all. If I can get the freaking outro to work. This is the sloppiest ending ever. I'm just getting back into streaming, guys. Come on, give me a break. I'm just gonna load the intro randomly. I was about to. You know what? I don't think I have the outro video on here for some reason. There it is.
Thanks so much for watching. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons and channel members. Thanks to you, I'm able to do what I love. CNK114, Investigator Zeus, Dobby's Music, Jabber Mullins, Free Spirit Katie, Vexus, Agnieszka, Granny Monster, Nightmare Luna, Lily Ardad, and Elliot the Epic 242. Really, thank you so much for everything you do. It means the world to me.